Hello, Ozark Electric. Hey, I wanted to give you an update. Last month, myself and your directors got an invitation to attend an event held by a special interest group wanting to promote more usage of renewables. And so your board president and myself, we went to that meeting and we had a really good discussion about our position with renewables, the current energy mix that makes up the U.S. grid, the Missouri grid, the grid that you're on. And we just were able to clarify our position on some of those things. And so I thought it would be good to share that with you as well, and how we handle renewables and what's available. As you know, we use wind. We've got wind farms that generate through our generation company Associated, transmits through our transmission company KMO, and gets them to our distribution system. We also have hydro. Solar is done on a residential effort, and we have over 440 of those accounts on Ozark Electric. Where we stand right now, with a lot of what's going on with energy policy and what you hear in the news or what gets promoted, you may ask, okay, so what's Ozark Electric's stance in pursuing this, and what are we doing with the security of our energy in the future? Well, part of the responsibility that your directors take very seriously, and so do I, is the reliability of providing electricity to your homes. Right now, base load generation is done through coal, natural gas, and those other assets, hydro and wind, that I talked about, because when it's cold outside, when the sun's not shining, when the wind's not blowing, you need Ozark Electric to make sure that that reliability of delivery is making it to your home. It's not that I'm against solar. It's not that I'm against more wind. Those things are intermittent. They haven't figured out, in my estimation, how to do that really well and make sure that all those things are dispatchable, which means when you need it, you can deliver it. Those things are, the technology is there. I get it. Wind blowing can make energy. The sun being collected can make energy, but it's intermittent. And so when you take a look at what we need to do for our 37,000 meters that are connected to our system, you guys rely on Ozark Electric to make sure that when those other intermittent sources of generation aren't available, there's got to be something available to take care of you pursuing your American dream here in Missouri and on Ozark Electric. And so part of what we take a look at is, where is the technology going? It's going to continue to increase and continue to improve. So for us to take a stance that, we're going to go away from some of the things that history has shown us is reliable. And, let me talk about this for a second. When we talk about reliability, you guys also tell me through the survey that we put out that you want affordable electricity, and that reliability is very, very important. And so I listen to the results of those surveys, and we try to lay that out to make sure that that happens. We don't have, of the 440 something accounts that we have that are residential solar accounts, we don't have any of them that have just decided, I'm going to completely decouple from the security of being connected to the grid of Ozark Electric to make sure that energy deliveries are happening when maybe their solar panels aren't collecting everything that they need, or they're going to get through the evening, or maybe they don't have a power wall banked on their property with enough storage that the sun can go down and then they can draw from that to get through the evening all night long and for 365 days out of the year. That's the burden that's on your directors and myself and the staff and all the employees here at Ozark Electric, to make sure that 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, it's available. And we have outages. I know we have storms that go through. We have squirrels that make things go out on transformers. We have ice storms. We have other things that cause that. I don't like it when we have outages. I hope you know that. I don't like it. I want 24-hour delivery to you, and that's our goal, is to try to make that happen. That's why we couple and have such a aggressive right-of-way program, because trees and power lines don't mix. And some of you have been the recipients of that hard lesson in realizing that those outages can be caused by that. So I don't like outages. Ozark Electric on a whole, we don't like when there's interruptions to the delivery of power to your homes, because we know that that's a burden and an inconvenience in the lifestyle that you'd like to pursue for your families. And so when we take a look and we study, and I know in talking to David Tudor, the CEO at Associated, they have teams of people devoted to studying where renewables are currently, where they're going in the future, how they will become more and more of an option to afford us the opportunity to engage in that technology to provide reliable, affordable, and safe electricity to our members. So we'll continue to discuss it. We'll continue to track those things. We'll see what's happening on the nation's grid. We'll comply and be looking at keeping up with mandates and try to engage all that. Right now, I believe, speaking for the board and for Ozark Electric, we want all options to be available to deliver electricity. And so I think as the United States continues to progress toward chasing that down, we got smart people here in this country that are going to figure it out. You guys have terrific directors that sit on this board that are connected. They understand what's going on. They stay up to date on all those things. And we talk about them here, and we get updates from our generation company and from our transmission company, and we deliberate ourselves over what locally we will do to participate in that. So I hope that gives you a little bit of an update. If you were inquisitive or wondering where we stood on that kind of stuff, I hope that gives you an idea of where we stand currently. Now, will we hold all that belief in 5, 10, 15 years? Probably not. It will probably continue to move toward where that's at. As the general manager of Ozark Electric, I want to sell electricity. I want to make it available to you and affordable, and so that's what we'll continue to do as we lay out making decisions that go forward that impact you. So I hope that helps. I hope that gives you a little bit of information on where the board stands, where Ozark Electric stands concerning those things, and we will continue to watch those things and see them play out, but we're going to make decisions for the majority of our folks and what makes sense for the members of Ozark Electric. All right? I'll see you next month. Have a great one.